Jake Kazir getting set to check in for the Grizzlies. Egbert, jumper from the baseline is good. So Egbert now with 4, and it's 11-10 Logan. 1:20 to play in the first period.
Well, Ogden can credit their resurgence here. It's a great defense.
Mannion gets the tip. Can't get it to go, and a foul.
Foul on Larson for a hold.
Larson. And there's your SC Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock. 1:09 to play in the first period. 11-10 Logan. Hanging in there here at the Recreation Center.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 15, Blake Newman. And for the Grizzlies, number 35,
Newman
Jake
back
Kazir.
into the ball game. And Kazir in for Logan. Egbert dishes off to Sadie White. He's bumped by Dahl. And Dahl says, yeah, I know. And the official pointed at him.
Well, contrary to many parents out there, you don't have to yell at the official for every call. This is a pretty easy one, actually. Up in the air, no shot. Look at his face. Yeah, I guess so.
And he just nodded after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Ogden with a chance to take the lead. Egbert in the paint,
wow.
And the Tigers take the lead. Egbert with 6, Sadie White with 6. And it's 12-11 Ogden. Luke down low to Kazir. And the lead doesn't last long.
Kazir with the bucket.
Egbert off to Sadie White. We haven't seen Spencer Smith get involved. He's their leading scorer at 13 points per game. Egbert's right behind him at 12. So with 29 seconds to play in the first period, it's 13-12 Logan. All 12 points between Sadie White and Egbert. Luke to the hole.
John Luke.
5 seconds. 3 seconds. And now a foul. Out front with 1 second to play in the first period. And we'll keep it here during the break. Hear from the coaches.
Russell Murphy, his first personal.
Russell Murphy picks up his first. 1 second to play. Time for really just catch and shoot.
He bails Buck right out because Buck is pinned on that half-court line having crossed over, and Murphy fouls him.
Well, Buck doesn't even get a shot off. 15-12 after 1. We heard from Coach Jace McKee of the Ogden Tigers a little bit earlier. Let's just take a listen while we look at the sights here.
Well, Coach, you come into this game 3-3, and you've kind of done a tour of Region 5, it looks like. You've played a lot of opponents that Logan will be seeing a little bit later on. You put it together that way for a reason?
Well, yeah, last year we were in this league, and so, you know, we knew a lot of these guys, and they're good coaches here, and good competition, and we felt it was just a good idea to keep playing them and continue some of those matchups and help us get ready for our region.
Tell me a little bit, let me expand on that a little bit about moving up and down, you know, 3A, 4A, back to 3A. Is that tough when you're trying to put teams together? Is it, you know what, you just go out and you play and don't worry about it? Yeah,
you just go play. I think the top teams in 3A are as good as the teams in 4A most years, and even 4A and 5A, you know, maybe there's a little more depth in the bigger classes, but there's a lot of good teams in 3A and a lot of good teams in 4A. I don't know if it makes too much difference for us. Just got to go play.
Team's led by Spencer Smith, almost 14 points per game, so that's someone we'll be hearing from a lot tonight, I'm sure. Who else can we look to make a contribution in this game?
Hopefully a lot of guys. Lyden Egbert's another one of our leaders. He sat out a game from an injury against Roy. But him and Spencer are 2 leading scorers, and he's more of our inside presence, inside threat, and Spencer's our perimeter guy. And, we'll need good games out of them and need some good games out of some of the other guys too.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
All right, thank you.
Now we start the second period with Logan leading 15-12, and on the court for the Grizzlies, Tyler Brimhall, number 24. as Murphy gets into the paint. Got away with a walk, got his own board, puts it back.
Russell Murphy for 2.
Hey, it's not a walk unless they call it, I guess.
If you look smooth enough doing it,
It was pretty smooth.
you always get it. And he looked pretty smooth, yeah. There's Egbert with the finger roll.
I'm lucky now to pick up the end one from Gazier there.
Egbert with 8. It's a 3-point ball game, 17-14 Grizzlies.
This Ogden team is much improved over years past, and it seemed like if Ogden came to town, it was a guaranteed win, but they're playing really good ball tonight.
Shot by Larson, too hard. Rebound try by Falk, and we're going the other way. That's the 6th team foul on Logan.
And Falk, frustrated, punches the standard at the bottom there. And keep those emotions under control. The officials will watch that.
1 team foul on Ogden, 6 on Logan.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 3, Cale Buck.
Cale Buck comes back in, replacing McKay Smith. This Ogden team, only a handful of seniors, 4 to be exact. That's a small handful.
That's less than a handful.
That is. That's a handful with the thumb cut off. Saddiwhite, free throw line J, won't go. Rebound, put back by Spencer Smith, so he gets on the board. Back to a 1-point ball game. Murphy lost his footing and was blocked out of bounds right into the cheerleader's face.
Well, I think Murphy's kind of forcing the issue right now. You gotta let the game come to you.
Trying to get involved. The 4th leading scorer in 4A, and it's been bottled up here against the Tigers. 5 points. And a 5-second call. And Larson argues it, doesn't like the call. And Coach Brown steps halfway out the floor and tells him, come on. So Ogden with another chance to move back out front. Underneath, Saddiwhite's alone.
Anthony Saddiwhite for 2.
The Grizzlies have been outscored 6-2 here in this
Timeout Grizzlies.
second period, and the Tigers lead 18-17. And a 30-second timeout.
Well, other games going on around the valley. Timpanogos had Skyview, and who did I say Mountain Crest was playing?
Weber.
Weber also at Mountain Crest.
Weber. You know, right down here under the Logan basket, they've got a little bit of a new deal going on. I guess that's the welcome to the den, you know, Grizzlies, Bears, den.
That's a great idea. Because of it, they switched benches, I think, so they got the visitors closer to the locker rooms and the Grizzlies a little farther away.
Yep, they did. They switched sides for all of them. Ogden with the 1-point lead. Grizzlies with the ball. 6 minutes to play in the half. It's been a good first half, back and forth. As Jace McKee works the official at the top left side of your screen there. Coach McKee spent time coaching with John Nielsen at Mountain Crest back when he was in college.
This Ogden team beat Mountain Crest earlier in the season.
Yes, they did. They've played most of Region 5. And they're playing one more. There's a turnover as Egbert can't get a hold of it. They lost to Box Elder and Roy. They beat Bonneville and Mountain Crest. And this is the 5th Region 5 team they're playing.
Well, they're close.
Well, they were part of the region last year, weren't they?
They were.
Now they're back down to 3A. I talked about that with Coach McKee. We heard there during the quarter break. Down low, Gazier loses control, gets it back on the floor in the bucket. Gazier off the bench with a pair of buckets, and it's 19-18 Grizzlies.
Well,
Newman out front to Smith.
Both these teams been man-to-man the whole game.
Smith sets for three. Too hard. He can't get off the schneid. To coin a phrase. Ogden's getting second chance points in this ballgame.
They are. A lot of tip balls and good hustle plays. And I don't know what the schneid is, but everybody wants to get off of it.
Whatever it is, you don't want to be on it. Jordan Larson is now firmly on the schneid because he has 2 fouls, and that puts Logan over the limit. Let's take a look.
Well, he's played very physical defense at the top. I mean, that's a long ways from the basket. That's 40 feet from the basket. He's picking up that foul. He almost picked one up earlier right out on the Logan L as well.
Just got a lot of body on that one. Logan very aggressive defensively.
And number 21, Johnny Lou.
Coach Brown's gone 9 players deep, and he feels like he's got some depth. When I asked him for the starting lineup before the game, he said, don't know, I haven't decided yet. Got a lot of guys. And the free throw good by Buck. So now we're tied at 19. And Buck gives the Tigers the lead. Luke and Benyon back into the ball game.
Really, that's when Ogden's made the runs, when Benyon's been sitting.
There's a turnover by the Grizzlies. Newman can't control. Finally finds Egbert.
Logan Egbert with the bucket.
Egbert has been money, double figures with 10. And Ogden enjoying their largest lead of the game, a 22-19 advantage.
Good hands by Murphy. That pass was coming hot and high.
Boy, they triple team Murphy, and he still got it to go. Murphy with 7. Now Logan extends the press.
Got away with the walk.
Smith, 3, good. 5 for Smith. 4-point Ogden lead.
That's foul.
Foul on Newman, second of the game for Ogden. Logan's in the bonus.
Number 15, Blake Newman, his first personal. Checking in for the Tigers.
A lot of people at home are like, that wasn't a foul. I didn't touch him too hard. Well, it doesn't matter. Put your hands on him. That's a hand check, and that's illegal. Didn't used to be. It is now.
Yeah, you can't slow him down with your hands. 3-pointer on the way by Brimhall. No good. Benyon over the back. Gets the rebound foul.
That's just good position by Spencer Smith there against the taller Benyon. You got to get position. You're going to get that push from behind. That's going to send them back to the line for another 1-and-1.
Second on Benyon. See how long Coach Brown keeps him in. As you take a look at him behind him, you see Terrell Baldwin. There's a little bit of coaching experience sitting there. Coach Brown in his second year here at Logan. Free throw no good by Smith. Murphy lost the handle. Brimhall, boom.
Interesting shot from Brimhall there. He kind of lets his guide hand off the ball and almost becomes a one-handed set shot.
Yeah, like a push shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
Smith.
Spencer Smith with the bucket.
7 points for Smith.
That's a 2-ball.
Brimhall answers. Brimhall with 5 points, all of them coming in the last 30 seconds. A 1-point ball game, Ogden with the lead. This one kicked out of bounds as McKay Smith got into a little bit of trouble. And Coach McKay is telling his team to settle down again.
He's right up against half court there, and there's not a lot of room, and then he just sticks out that knee and knocks it out of bounds.
Smith, don't let him get warmed up. Out of bounds off of Ogden. Well, Smith got warmed up from the left side. Now he's got to try from the right.
Yep. Logan really stretching out the defense. They're playing defense all the way to half court. The problem with that is if they get a pass off, a lot of times you got an open lane to the basket.
Smith sits and Newman comes in for it.